In this session, I'll be showing how an administrator assigns Active Directory access to a user in XSpectra. I'll be showing an administrator logging into XSpectra, selecting the Manage User Access Requests task, performing a search for the user, selecting to add Active Directory for the user, and submitting the changes to the user's access. To begin, we'll have an administrator log in to XSpectra with their username and password, and they'll land upon their XSpectra user console page. Here, the administrator would select the Users tab to manage users. They'd be able to perform many of the user management tasks through this tab, including user access requests. So we'll be adding Active Directory for a user. So we'll open the User Access Requests tab. Here, an administrator would be able to manage the user access requests and view the user access request history. So we'll be adding access, so we'll select on the Manage User Access Requests. On this page, the administrator would then be able to perform a search for an individual user. We'll type in the user's user ID. Now this also can be run on the user's last name or first name. So XSpectra has returned the user that we've searched for, Bill DeVoe, and we'll click Select. On this page, we can view Bill DeVoe's current access he has in XSpectra. So he's got the billing apps, the Google apps, and XSpectra support. So we'll be adding Active Directory for this user. So we'll be clicking on Request Access to request additional access for this user. Here, an administrator will be able to view all available services that are available to be assigned to users, including Active Directory. So by selecting Active Directory and clicking Select, we'll be able to review the updated changes to this user's access. On this page, the administrator would review the access modifications to the user. They'd be able to review that there has been a recent add of access about to be added to the user. An administrator can choose to remove access by unchecking the checked boxes. So once all access is determined to be valid, the request is submitted. So the task has been completed, and we've received a task completed notification. We'll click OK. So we've successfully added the user to Active Directory. So that means all user information has now been synchronized to our on-premise Active Directory. So we'll refresh the page, and we'll see that Bill DeVoe has recently been added to our on-premise Active Directory. You can see the user information from XSpectra is now reflected to our on-premise system. And that is how an administrator assigns Active Directory to a user. To review what I've demonstrated, I've shown an administrator logged into XSpectra, selected the Manage User Access Requests task, performed a search for the user, selected to add Active Directory for the user, and submitted the changes to the user's access. And that is how an administrator assigns Active Directory access to a user in XSpectra.